on how to trade and make money using dynamic live, the stock market intelligence. Now in this, before we have already gone through the webinar, you must have seen the different intelligence that are used in dynamic live, how they work, what are the benefits, right? But then here in this workshop, you will understand how you can use it, the in-depth details about it, and all the details. Okay. So now first thing, this is how the dynamic live looks. Now first thing, before we start trading, some of you may be new to trading. You may say that you don't know what is futures, what is options. Let me tell you, if you don't know anything, it's even better, right? And those people who are experienced, you can use this as a simple correction of your knowledge. Now, those people who are beginners, who are very new to this trading, is there any beginner in this session? If you are a beginner, please text me on the chat. Now, as I always keep telling, even in the previous session, I told you, you can master futures and options trading in a matter of just 7 minutes, right? Even if you don't know anything about futures and options trading, with zero knowledge, in a matter of just 7 minutes, you can master futures and options trading. Now, how to do that? We will see during this session. But then before that, just look at this and understand these concepts here. First thing, now you're looking at dynamic live. This is the dynamic live, the stock market intelligence, which tells you about the right entry and right exits. So you don't have to sit and do any analysis. Dynamic live will automatically tell you. And it goes to the extent of telling you when not to enter, when not to exit, sideways price, when the price is about to get into sideways, it will caution you. Every bit of information is there inside this dynamic live. But the job of this intelligence is it is working in the background, trying to identify the good movements, trying to identify the manipulations in the price, and to assist you in doing the right trades, the right entries, right exits, and to make sure you don't do the wrong trades, you don't walk into trap. These are all the things that the intelligence does. Now, how does it work? Now, what are the things that we have to know here before we start trading? Let's go through that. First thing, this is dynamic live. In this dynamic live, you are able to look at two different charts, right? Two charts are displayed. Now, one on your left side is called as the intraday chart. Intraday 3 chart is what you are looking at as of now. The right side one is called as the intra-week chart. It's very clearly written there. So these are the two different charts that we are going to make use of, right? But then in this, there are so many different symbols, cautions, and all these things. But you don't have to worry. All that you are supposed to focus here is only on this Daumantic method level 2. And in this Daumantic method, you are going to look at only these two things: action information and preparation. Got it? So in the action information, what all information will you get? Now in the action information, if dynamic live intelligence feels that this is a good point to buy. Now why will I buy? I will buy if I'm expecting the price to go up, right? If the price to increase, then I'll think about buying. So when will I sell? I will sell when I'm thinking that the price is going to decrease now. Isn't it? Very simple logic. Everyone knows this. Any beginner will also understand this, right? So whenever dynamic live feels that the price is about to go up and this is a good time to buy, then in this action information, it will be written as buy call option now. It will be written as buy call option now. Okay. So it is telling you to buy a call option. If you don't know what is call option, not a problem, but just read it. So when you read it, it's very clearly written buy a call option now. Now it is not written, but I'm just giving you information. Second thing, it can also tell you exit call option. It means whatever call option that you have bought, you are supposed to exit it. In between, it will tell you hold call option. It means just simply hold your position. Don't panic. Don't do anything extra. Just simply wait. Similarly, if the dynamic live intelligence feels that the price is going to go down, then in the action, it will be written as buy put option now. So yesterday when there was this golden arrow mark appeared in the action, it told us buy put option now. So we would have bought a put option, and as of now it is telling us hold put option. So we are holding our put option. So from this point to the current price, it is literally close to 1400 points. This was somewhere close to 23,560. That is when it said us to, buy a put option. From there, the price has come down to 22,155, literally close to 1,400 points profits. Now, 1,400 points profit in a script like Bank Nifty is not a everyday profit that anyone can achieve. But then when there are these big movements, the normal trader is trading there only for 10, 20 points, 30, 40 points. Now, those kind of normal traders will never even, they would have never even thought about this big profits. They would have never tasted real success in trading. But today, you lucky people, having access to this dynamic live, you are able to capture this big movements effortlessly without doing any hard work, without putting any research or analysis or trying to take others' advice. Without anything, you are able to do it effortlessly, right? So that is how it goes about. And later, when it says in the action, if it says exit put option, then I will exit my put option at whatever price it is available. So these are all the information that comes in action. Now, before something comes in action, there is this preparation. So in the preparation, it will tell us get ready to buy a call option. So it means you are supposed to be prepared. Any moment you may get a buy call option now, information in action. So be prepared from now. You are about to buy call option. But then looking at preparation, don't jump into the trade and buy the call option. Don't do that. Wait for the action information. Preparation's job is to prepare you in advance, right? Similarly, before I exit, it will tell you, get ready to exit call option. Similarly, get ready to buy a put option or get ready to exit put option. Now, these are the information that comes in preparation. Got it? So there's the first thing. Next, when you're trading in options, if it says buy a call option, now you're going to buy a call option. So when you trade in options, there is one very important thing that you have to understand, how to select the right strike price. If you don't trade in the right strike price, then what will happen is you pick up the wrong strike price and the premium becomes a zero. You end up incurring minus trade, isn't it? So strike price selection is very, very critical when it comes to options trading. But when you start selecting the right strike price, what kind of money can be made, you still have no clue about it, right? But then today all your troubles are gone because you don't have to worry about selecting the right strike price, because the right strike price is automatically selected by dynamic live itself. So if it tells you to buy a call option, now you are supposed to look at this pyramid, this blue colored pyramid pointing upward. OTM, ATM, ITM, there are three different numbers. These are the strike prices. You have to pick any one of them to trade. Got it? Similarly, if it tells you to buy a put option in the action information, then you're supposed to look at the pyramid at the bottom pointing downwards. These are the three different strike prices available. Now, any one of these strike prices you are supposed to pick. Okay. Now, when you pick any one of the strike price, now how do we pick? That is also very easy. Now, let's assume we are trading in options. Now, if you're trading in stock options, now each option contract is a 1 month contract. It is valid for 1 month. I hope you know this. Even in index like Nifty, Bank Nifty, there are monthly options which is valid for 1 month. And each monthly contract expires on the last Thursday of every month. This much I hope you know about this, isn't it? So when there is a 1 month contract, split that month into three parts. Split that month into three equal parts. The first part you can call it as the beginning of the month. The second part you can call it as the middle of the month. The third part you can call it as the end of the month. In a month we have 30, 31 days. Split it into three parts. First part is the beginning. Second part is the middle of the month. Third part is the end of the month. Got it? So in the beginning of the month, how will you know that you are in the beginning of the month? Look at today's date. Then you will know whether you are in the beginning or in the middle. Now today's date is 17th March 2020. Now you tell me, are we in the beginning of the month or at the middle of the month or end of the month? Can you tell me? You can text it on the chat. Today's date is 17th March. Now which part of the month are we in? Beginning of the month, middle of the month or end of the month? Come on, make it quick. We are in the middle of the month, isn't it? Right? So we are in the middle of the month. So this is the way we identify whether we are in beginning, middle or at the end. So whenever you are trading, if it tells you to buy a call option in the or buy a put option in the beginning of the month, always trade this OTM strike price. In the beginning of the month, always trade this OTM strike price. What is OTM? Now, why do you want to know this? Right? It is very easy. In the beginning of the month, select this particular number. It is as simple as that. So don't try to get into too many things. Too much knowledge is too dangerous, gentlemen, especially in this field of trading. Got it? Now, same way, in the middle of the month, go for ATM strike price. Go for ATM strike price. And at the end of the month, you always trade ITM strike price. End of the month is ITM strike price. Now, this is the rule that you have to follow for index monthly option or stock monthly option, anything for that matter. Understood this? Right? So, this is how we go about trading. But then when you're trading in index options, apart from monthly options, there is one more thing called as weekly options. So, weekly option starts on a Friday and expires at the next week, Thursday. So, it is valid only for a week. So in weekly options, when you're trading, if you want to, if you want your trading to be very easy, peaceful throughout the process, without any tension, if you want to go about trading, then it's better you trade only ITM strike price for weekly contracts. If you're trading in weekly options, always trade ITM strike price, both for call option or put option. Okay, this much have you understood? So if you're a beginner, all that you have to understand here is when you're trading in options, you're supposed to pick any one of this number. These numbers are called as strike prices. Got it? Now, let us see how you can master this futures and options trading in a matter of just 7 minutes. Now, in the action information, if it is written buy call option now, if you start thinking, oh, I don't know what is options, I don't know what is call option, I don't know what is put option, I don't know what is strike price, then what will happen is you will never know this, right? And the right day, right time, right moment will not come for you to learn. And until you learn, you're not going to start trading. Until you start trading, you cannot make money. Time will go, age will go, money will not come, gentlemen. Get started, focus only on money making, right? In order to make money, all that you have to do here is, can you read what is written there in the action? If it is written buy call option now, will you be able to read it? So you will read it, buy call option now. Very good. If you have read it, very good. Now, all that you have to understand here is which is the stock or index that you're trading. Now, we are looking at Bank Nifty. So you're supposed to read it as Bank Nifty buy call option now. This much is very clear. And along with that, you have to mention any one of these strike prices. Let's assume I pick up this particular strike price, or we are in the middle of the month, right? So I have to pick up this strike price, right? So I have picked up a number, strike price. So how do I read it now? Bank Nifty by let us say we were talking about call option, right? So I'll go for this one. So I'll read it as Bank Nifty buy call option now, 23,500 strike price. This much will you be able to read? If you can read this much, if you can say this much, this is more than enough. You can master futures and options trading. Now, once you are able to read this, now what you're supposed to do is, whenever it tells you buy call option now, immediately pick up your phone, call your stockbroker. You can try it now. You can call your stockbroker right now. You can ask him, if I tell you this much information, will you place orders? Is that enough? You just ask him. See what reaction you will get, right? So if you tell him buy call option now, Bank Nifty 23,500 strike price. So what he will do is he'll simply buy and he'll tell you at what price he has bought. So when you call and tell him this information, he's not going to ask you whether you know anything about options or not. Why? Because you have spoken the right things, the right words about options. So he will simply place it. That is all needed, isn't it? Now for this phone call to convey this message, now how much time do you need? It is a matter of 20 to 30 seconds, isn't it? Let's assume 30 seconds. Because he will also tell you at what price he has bought, and you have to note it down at what price it has been bought, right? So 30 seconds phone call, the trade is executed. Later, it will tell you hold call option, hold call option. So you'll keep on holding. At some point here in the action information, it will be written as exit call option now. So when it says exit call option now, again you call your stockbroker and read what is written there in the action. You tell them Bank Nifty exit call option now. So when you read it, so they will exit your call option. You don't have to mention the strike price once again because they already knew which one you have bought, right? So this another call, again a 30 seconds. So entry 30 seconds phone call, exit 30-second phone call. It is a matter of a minute, isn't it? And you do this 7 times continuously. Now what will happen? You will be called as the master in futures and options trading. Now, yes, you are wondering, now how is it possible? If I do this much, how can they call me master? Yes, you try this. You do it 7 times. But then how will you know that you have mastered it? Can you call yourself as master? No, you cannot call yourself as master. Nobody will believe you, isn't it? The public has to call you that you are a master in futures and options trading. Your stockbroker has to tell you that you are a master in futures and options trading. We have to call you that you are a master in futures and options trading. That's when you can think that you have mastered it. Now, when will we people call you that you are a master? Now, we will call you that you are a master when you have started making money. When you follow this Dowmantic method blindly and implement it according to whatever it says for 7 times in a row, and when the money is made, everyone will call you that you are a master. Gentlemen, if you are making money, then you are a master. If you have not made money, it doesn't matter how much knowledge you have, how many books you have read, how many years you have spent in this field of trading, now to whom you have access, right? And all these things does not matter. Only thing that matters is did you make money or not, right? So when you're making money, you are a master here. And to make money, it is effortless. You don't have to learn anything. Everything the action information will tell you. Got it? This much is very clear to all of you. This is all that you are supposed to do. Whatever the action information tells you, simply do that. Okay? Now, at the same time, let me show you one more thing here. Now, look at this. Here is a golden arrow mark pointing downward. Now, when did this come? This came on March 12th at around 9:30, and the price you could have sold it. I mean, the price was around 25,080. So at that point in time in the action information, it said buy put option. So you would have looked at one particular strike price, you could have picked up any one of them, and then you would have bought a put option, isn't it? So after buying a put option, the price started coming down. So as the price started coming down, look at the chart on your right side and observe this closely. As the price started coming down, right at the bottom there is some symbol. Now this symbol could be a DMBOTS, or it could be a zigzag, or it could be a dynamic system caution. Okay, especially DMBOTS or dynamic system caution. But then you don't have to worry about all these things. Just remember, if any symbol appears at the bottom. Now when was this? Let us see. This was on 12th March at around 14:55. From the opening of the day, from 25,000, it has already come down to 23,536 during the day. So when it has come down by 1,500 points, right at the bottom we had this symbol. So whenever these symbols or any symbol appears, immediately you are supposed to secure your profits, lock your profits. Now how to lock your profits? Now once again, that is once again a very easy job here. Now initially, when this golden arrow mark appeared on the left side, when the action information said buy a put option, I would have bought, let's assume, a 24,500 strike price. On that day, I'm just assuming that I have bought a 24,500 strike price put option, and I bought it at, let us say, 200 rupees premium. I bought it at 200 rupees premium. After I bought it, the price started coming down. As the price started coming down, at this bottom we got this symbol in this intra-week chart. When this symbol appeared, at that point in time, my premium, my put option, which I had bought at 200 rupees, is currently trading at, let's say, 800 rupees. It is trading at 800 rupees. Now I am sitting on a massive profit. But there is some symbol. That symbol has some reason to come there, some meaning to come there. But then let me not go behind the reason and the meaning. My only job to do here is secure the profits. Now how to secure the profits? First thing what I'll do here is I will exit the put option that I have bought. I bought it at 200 rupees. I will sell it off at 800 rupees. So what happened here? My trade is over, right? But when my trade is over, the action information is still telling me hold put option, hold put option, but I have exited, isn't it? So what I'll do here is I bought at 200, I sold at 800. How much points profit did I get? I got almost 600 points profit, isn't it? 600 points profit. Out of this profit, I will reinvest part of the profit and buy another put option, right? So what I'll do here is now I will go buy a 23,500 strike price put option once again. Earlier I had bought a put option. I'm again buying a put option, but at different strike price. So 23,500 strike price, the premium available is 150 rupees. So what I'll do here is I got 600 points profit. Out of 600 points, 150 points I'm reinvesting and I'm buying a new put option. So what is happening? The Domantic method is telling me hold put option. So yes, I am having a put option now. Only thing I shifted from one strike price to another strike price. But now I have bought it only at 150 rupees. So out of 600, 150 is reinvested. Remaining 450 is secured. Isn't it? So after I did that, let's assume next day price shot up. Price started moving up. Then what will happen? That 150 rupees premium in that put option, the worst case that can happen is it can become zero. Let it become zero. I don't bother about it. Why? Because this is not a minus trade for me, because I have already secured 450 points, isn't it? Right? So this is how we secure our profits. So we are shifting from one strike price to another strike price in order to secure our profits. Part of the profits will be reinvested. The initial investment is also back. Part of the profit is also back into my pocket. Only a part of the profit I am reinvesting. So now I am actually trading only on my profits. Right? So there is no investment, literally no investment required now. Without any investment, I am able to trade and make money. Got it? This process we call it as shift over. So we are shifting from one strike price to another strike price, and we do this to secure our profits. Got it? So this is what you are supposed to do. Now your job is to follow whatever the action information tells you. Whenever a symbol appears, immediately shift over, lock your profits. So at this point, I told you we bought another 150 rupees strike price, 23,500 strike price at 150 rupees premium. Next day, what happened? Next day, again, there was a massive gap down. It went down 10% circuit, and then at the bottom, once again, one more new symbol. So that 150 rupees premium is now trading at 1,200 rupees. Now what do? Again you shift over. Again you shift over. Again you exit it at 1,200 rupees, and part of the profit, probably I'll go by, let us say 22,500. I bought it at 300 rupees. Right? So what is happening? Out of 1,200, 300 I have reinvested again, bought a put option. But 900 rupees profit is in my pocket. Initially 450 plus 900. Now how much is this? Close to 1350, 1,350 points profit I have already secured. Isn't it? So this is how we keep doing. Later what happened? The price shot up. So even if the price shot up, I am least bothered because I have already secured some part of the profit is already guaranteed. Why some part? Major part of the profit is already guaranteed for me. Isn't it? So this is how we do shift over. So the first basic step that you have to do here is follow whatever the action information tells you, and along with that, keep shifting over, keep shifting over. Okay? And sometimes, now let us assume this symbol appeared at this point one day before the expiry date or on the expiry date. So then what you're supposed to do is you can shift over, yes, but shift over to the next contract, not in the same contract. Exit your current position in the current contract. Part of the profit you are reinvesting, but then go into the next contract. This is one day before or on the day of expiry. This is what you're supposed to do, right? And similarly, some of the time you must be holding an option, you are sitting on a very good profit, but then you are on a Friday or any other day. After that, from next day, there is a series of holidays. After Friday, Saturday, Sunday is a holiday. Sometime Monday is also a holiday. So when there is a holiday, what will happen is your premium will melt further. Every day when you carry forward your option position, the premium will melt by almost 10%. 10% interest will be deducted, the premium will start melting. So when you're sitting on a profit, and if you know that there are a series of holidays coming up, then what you can do here is you can shift over without any information also. Even if there is nothing in the dynamic live, you can still shift over to secure your profits. Got it? So this is how we do this. This is how we follow this dynamic live dominant method. Easy, isn't it? Right? Blindly follow this and keep doing shift over. If you can do this much, there's more than enough, gentlemen. You will start making continuous profit, consistent profits. And when you implement it for an entire month, one entire month contract, if you can implement, you can witness a minimum of 10 to 15% return on your overall capital. Right? Now, when it comes to capital, the first thing, now there are some training videos where money management kind of topics are explained. You will get access to that at your leisure time. You can please go through that. But to tell it short and sweet, if you're trading in options, let's assume, for example, I have a capital of, let us say, 30,000 or 20,000 or 50,000 or a lakh rupees, whatever is the capital that I have, I will use 10% of the capital as allocation for a given trade. For one trade, I will use 10% of the capital. Got it? So this money management rules are to be followed in order to keep your trade very peaceful without any tension. Continue trading for an entire month, and at the end of the month, you can see a minimum of 10 to 15% return on your overall capital, not on your allocation. If you take your allocation, then we are talking about 150, 200 plus percentage returns, isn't it? Right? So there's a basic step. This much is very clear to all of you. Isn't it easy? Will you be able to do it? If you're able to do it, start doing it from tomorrow and start making money. But during this process, yes, you will see some minus trades. You will see some profit trades. Overall, everything put together, you will end up with a very handsome profit. And I'm talking about a minimum 10-15% return. There are cases where it has given more than 70-80% return in a single month also. But then let us not go behind, predicting that or starting our trade with a huge expectation. Let us take it as a job to simply follow whatever it tells us to do. The result, the end result, dynamic live will take care. We don't have to worry about it. Got it? So there's the first step. Now, when you start implementing this over a period of time, when you start making consistent profits, as I told you, when profit making becomes a habit, then there will be a point where you will feel that, all right, now I have achieved this. Now I want to do something more. I want to increase my end result. Right? If the percentage returns can be increased, if I can make more profits, then what can I do? Is it possible to do something more using the same dynamic live? If you ask me, let me tell you, yes, there is a wild possibility to take your end result to a very big number. But then today in this session, we are going to discuss only about 3 different stages to increase our profits. The first stage we have already discussed now, wherein we will blindly follow the dominant method, as well as we will do the shift over on time. Okay, this is the first stage. In the second stage, now what we will do here is, whenever we get an opportunity to trade, let us say this golden arrow mark appeared, this is pointing downward. So when it said pointing downward in the action information, it said buy a put option. So before I buy a put option, there are a couple of things that I have to check. If I can do this, then my end result will increase. Now what is this that I'm supposed to do? First thing, when you get a buy put option, you are supposed to look at these 2 charts, intraday 3 as well as intra-week. Only watch these 2 lines. These 2 lines. If they are red in color, if they both are red in color, it means it is in a clear downward trend, isn't it? So in this case, they both were red in color. They were in a clear downward trend. In a downward trend, once again, we got a selling information, and it told us to buy a put option. So no thinking, no guessing, simply go ahead and do the trade. Blindly buy that put option. Okay? But there are cases, let us say this particular situation. Now here is a golden arrow mark pointing upward. It means it is asking us to buy. And at the same time, in the action information, it was written as buy a call option now. So what are you going to do? You are going to buy a call option, and what are you expecting? You are expecting the price to go up. But before you buy, just check these two lines. So when I check these two lines, both the lines were red in color. It means they are pointing downward. They are in a downward trend. In a downward trend, you are going to buy. It means be careful, isn't it? You have to be careful. Now, this is a situation where you have to be careful, right? So whenever this golden arrow mark, let us say this is a buying opportunity. I looked at both these lines. Both are red, or any one of them is red. One is green or the other is red. It doesn't matter. If any one of them is against your trade, then immediately you are supposed to check something. What are you supposed to check? The first thing, we are trading in Bank Nifty, isn't it? What is that important thing which can impact Bank Nifty, which can pull Bank Nifty up or down? What is the other important thing? If you ask me, then I will say it is Nifty. Any major movement happens in Nifty, it can have a direct impact on Bank Nifty. Do you all agree with this? Yes, yes, isn't it? So what I'll do here is a case where there is a golden arrow mark pointing upward. I saw both the lines are red in color. So before I do this trade, I will go check what is happening in Nifty. So when I go check Nifty, let me check Nifty. When I go check Nifty, Bank Nifty, when that golden arrow mark appeared, at the same time in Nifty, the price is here. So what is happening at this point? The price is touching the line, right? And there are two symbols on top. We call it as zigzag, but then don't worry. If there are any symbols like this, or if the price is touching the line, it means be careful. There is something blocking on top. The price may not go up. So Nifty is giving you information saying that I may not go up. I am at a crucial level. I may also take a turn downward. So this is the information Nifty is telling us. So now what I'll do, Bank Nifty is a clear buy, but when I check it in Nifty, there is something blocking in Nifty. So what I'll do is, I will not do this trade in Bank Nifty. I will avoid this trade in Bank Nifty. Got it? Right? So I will avoid this trade. Now after avoiding, let's assume. So after avoiding, what happened? In this case, the price came down. Very good. I avoided a minus trade. If I had bought a call option there, then it would have ended up in a minus, isn't it? So I have avoided a minus trade. That's a benefit. But sometime instead of coming down, it may go up further. So when it goes up further, let the price go above this. Let this red line turn green. Then I'll go buy Bank Nifty. Got it? So Nifty blocked me. So let Nifty clear so that I will buy Bank Nifty now. You understood this? So this is what we are supposed to do. So when I'm trading in Bank Nifty, let us come back to this. When I'm trading in Bank Nifty, when the trade is against these two lines or any one of these two lines, before I do the trade, I go check Nifty just to make sure, just to decide whether to do this trade or not, right? So this process, when you're trading in Bank Nifty, checking what's happening in Nifty, this process is called as Tenkai signals. Checking the other stock which can have an impact on your script is called as Tenkai signals. Tenkai, Tenkai signals. Got it? So normally I keep telling you, check Tenkai signal. So you say buy call option has come. What should I do? Go check Tenkai signal, right? So you know that what you are supposed to check. You will go directly check Nifty. Similarly, if you're trading in Nifty, before you do the trade, come check Bank Nifty. But then when will I do this? Only when my trade is against these two or against any one of these two. In this case, you can see here, when this down arrow mark came, both were in favor of the sell, isn't it? So in this case, I did not have to check what's happening in Nifty. I blindly went ahead and I did the trade. Clear now? This process is called Tenkai signals. So if you can do this much before doing the trade, if you can check it to decide whether to do the trade or not, if you can do this much, then what will happen? Instead of just 10 to 15% returns every month, your returns can increase up to a minimum of 20 to 25% every month. Okay, 20 to 25% minimum returns can be achieved if you can add this one additional step of checking Tenkai signal. Only thing you have to understand when to check Tenkai signal, when not to check Tenkai signal. Clear all of you? Right? Similarly, if you're trading in any stock, let's assume I am trading in Reliance. I am trading in Reliance. So Reliance, before I do the trade, now here is a golden arrow mark pointing upward. Now when it is pointing upward, I see that both the lines are red in color at that time. So before I buy, I have to check a Tenkai signal. But for Reliance, which one should I check? So if you go check nseindia.com, in Nifty, you will come to know which are the top 10 stocks under Nifty. Reliance is one among the top 10 in Nifty, right? So if you're trading in any of those 10 stocks, you can check, you can use Nifty itself as the Tenkai. So in this case of Reliance, I will go check what's happening in Nifty. So if there is anything blocking in Nifty, I will not do this trade in Reliance. Got it? Similarly, HDFC Bank or ICICI Bank. Okay. Now these are all the companies which are among the top 10 stocks of Nifty. Okay. Similarly, banking stocks. If you let us say you are trading in IndusInd Bank. IndusInd Bank comes under the top 10 stocks of Bank Nifty. So you can use Bank Nifty as the Tenkai for it. And similarly, if you're trading in Tata Steel, Tata Steel does not belong to the top 10 of Nifty. Okay. Now, in this case, which is the Tenkai for Tata Steel? For Tata Steel, now first thing, Tata Steel belongs to which sector? Metal sector, isn't it? So in the nsindia.com website, for metal sector, you'll get the top 10 stocks with their weightage. Got it? So if I'm trading in Tata Steel, whether to do this trade or not, the Tenkai signal for Tata Steel will be the other stock in the same sector like metal sector which has higher weightage. So in this case, Coal India belongs to the metal sector which has the highest weightage compared to Tata Steel. So that will be my Tenkai signal. Now where to find it in nsindia.com, how to go check these list of 10 stocks, all these things you will find it in the video which I will show you in at a later stage. Got it? So this is the second stage. Now you at this second stage, by adding just 1 point to your first step, your returns can increase from 10-15% to 20-25%. The other benefit here is, let's assume in the first stage, in an entire month you did 20 trades. Out of 20 trades, let us say 5-6 trades are minus trades, rest are all profit. Or let us keep it this way, 10 trades are profit and 10 trades are minus. All put together, your returns is 10-15% end of the day, end of the month. Okay, but when you come to the second stage, the same 20 trades, instead of 10 minus trades, your number of minus trades will come down to hardly 2 or 3 or 4. So what is happening? Literally close to 50-60% minus trades you are able to avoid. So when you avoid the number of minus trades, what will happen? The end result will also increase. Got it? The end result will also increase. So this is what you can achieve if you can do it as per the second stage, gentlemen. The third and the last stage is something even more interesting, but then just a very simple thing that you have to do here. For the third and last stage, this will help you increase your returns even further. Now, some of them, they asked me in the webinar, by following this dynamic live, will there be no minus trade at all? Yes, without by following dynamic live and the intelligence here, there cannot be a single minus trade. You can trade to that extent. Now that can be achieved in this final third step. Okay, now how to do that? Before we do that, now one thing you have to understand, all those guys who have, now you people, you have subscribed for dynamic live, the special offer, or 3 months or 6 months or 1 year, whatever offer that you have subscribed, you have got dynamic live. Along with dynamic live, you have also been given dynamic system free, right? This dynamic system, using this we can do positional trading. I told you this, isn't it? Now which is this dynamic system? How does it look? Let us see this. Now this is the dynamic system. Now using this we can do positional trade. Amazing platform. All that you have to do here is spend 10-15 minutes a day and you will be able to earn some amazing returns year after year. Using dynamic live, we were earning month after month, but using dynamic system, we are talking about yearly returns. And amazing return. There are people who have you know challenged all the odds and they have made amazing profits. And most of them are beginners who did not know anything. And today they are making money like better than any professional trader, better than any experienced trader in this field of trading. Okay. Now in this dynamic system, what am I supposed to do? First thing, there are two things that you are supposed to do. First, you are supposed to open a report. Second, you are supposed to open a chart. Whichever stock or index that you are planning to trade using dynamic live, the same stock or index you are supposed to check it in dynamic system. Now let us see what is the report that I am supposed to open. For that, you have to go through an dynamic system NSE cash. On top in the menu, there is something called as daily reports. Click on that. When you click on that, there are these two options, NSE cash and NSE spot. If you go to NSE cash, you'll get access to all the stocks, company stocks. But instead, if you come to NSE spot, you will get access to all the index like Nifty, Bank Nifty, and so on. Let us go to NSE cash, come to the last option, and which is NSE cash daily detailed dynamic report single script. Let me click on that. Now in this select symbol, you have to select your favorite stock, any of your favorite stock. So we were talking about Reliance. Let us check Reliance. So this is the report that we get. This report, we call it as the detailed dynamic report. There are so many numbers. Don't worry, you're not going to make use of all these numbers. You're supposed to use only a couple of important numbers. And which are they? First thing here, it is written as range 1. Now in this range 1, you're supposed to look at only this buy above. Buy above. Can you see there is a number 1164.8? It is updated only till 13th March. The latest thing is not updated, but still just understand how to use it. Okay. So buy above 1164.8. This is the number that you have to note down. It means if the price trades above this number, you are simply supposed to buy. When to buy? It is decided. The number is given. So the biggest benefit of dynamic system is to trade tomorrow. You will get these values today itself. So one day in advance, you can prepare for next day's trading. That's the beauty. You can prepare today, write a mail to your stockbroker today evening itself. So tomorrow you don't have to monitor it during the day. They will execute as per your instruction. Got it? So you know when to buy now. Similarly, there is something called as range 4. In this range 4, there is the sell below 977.38. It means if the price trades below 977.38, you are supposed to sell, take a short. So when to buy, when to sell, it is very clearly defined. Okay. Now this is one basic thing. Now along with this, you're supposed to open a chart. For that, you have to go to file in the menu on top, right side extreme corner. First option is open chart. Click on that. In this exchange type, once again, spot or NSE cash. If you go to spot, you'll get all the index. If you come to NSE cash, you'll get all the stocks. Got it? Let's come to Reliance. Reliance chart type is candlestick, and time period we will use only daily chart, nothing other than this for this basic step. Open chart. So the chart is open now. Now in this you are supposed to add some studies. There are some very unique and extraordinary studies that are available in dynamic system. There are literally 7 major studies in dynamic system, out of which we are going to make use of only 3. Which are they and how to use them? Let us see. For that, in the menu there is studies. First option, click on study. In this you can see here, these are all the 7 major studies, but in this I'll use only 3. One is speed trend, next one is mid trend, third one is long trend. Apply. Zoom in. Now how to zoom in? Click, hold, drag and release. Click, hold, drag and release. If you can do this much, it will zoom in. Then again go to Windows in the menu, click on auto arrange. So you will be able to see both the chart and report on a single screen. Got it? Now in this, you can see here there is a black colored line. We call it as a speed trend. Now, and the green colored line, it is a mid trend. The purple colored line, it is the long trend. So three trends are here, and these things are price. These are the candlestick that we call. The blue candle means the price has increased. The red candle means the price has decreased on that particular day. This much is very clear. Now, as long as the price is trading below all three lines, it means it is in a clear downtrend. Okay, and similarly, if the price is trading above all three lines, then it means it is in a clear uptrend. But if the price is trading between the three lines, can you see it is trading between the three lines? This part, this region, we call it as in between trends. In between trends. Got it? So these are the things, basic thing that you have to understand. So in this chart, what am I interested in? I am interested in only one point. That is the price touching the line? See here, the price was touching the line. Here also the price was touching the line. Here also the price was touching the line. Right? Here, can you see, is the price touching any line? No. There is no line and the price is not touching any line. Now, if the price has to touch the line, when will it happen? If the price goes up till here, then it may touch this black line. Later, it will touch the green line. Later, it will touch the purple line. Right? So, my only job is to understand, did the price touch any line? Or if it has to touch, where should it come? How far should it come? So this is what I am supposed to check. Now, using this dynamic system, like this chart and these two important values, how to do positional trading, there is a very simple, effective, and easy to understand video that will be given to you. Let me show you where to get these videos. Once you have subscribed, once your dynamic live is installed into your system, it will be activated. Once it is activated, you will be given access to our members area. Now, when you log into our members area, that's where you will find the videos. Let me show you how to get in here. Now, in this, you have to go through dynamiclive.in. This is our official website. In this website, here towards the extreme right side, it's written as members area. Got it? So just click on that. When you click on that, it will take you to this page wherein you will be asked for email ID and password, which will be given to you after activation. Just log in. Once you log in, right on top in the menu, there is this training 2020. You have to click on that. Once you click on that, these are all the videos. Some basics videos are also there just for your reference. But then when you scroll it down a bit, now these are the videos. Now this is the video that I want you to watch. Dynamic system level 2 trading method, positional trading method. The videos are in multiple languages: English, Hindi, Kannada, Tamil, whichever is suitable for you. You can go through that, any one video. To understand this, before that, you can go for dynamic system level 1 trading method. If this is understood very easily, then this becomes very effortless. Okay, so both these videos, it is a matter of 20-25 minutes each video. You can watch it, and then you will understand to do positional trading, when to enter, when to exit, when not to enter, and all these things. Once you have understood this method, now let us come back to dynamic live. Now in this dynamic live, let us look at this Tata Steel, for example. In Tata Steel, what's happening here is there is a golden arrow mark pointing upward. When this was pointing upward, I saw that this line is green. This line is also green. So both are green. It means they are pointing, towards buying. and there is a golden arrow mark pointing upward, and this action information said buy call option. So there is no blockage. I will go ahead and normally buy the call option. But before I buy, I will also check what is happening as per dynamic system. If I was doing positional trading in Tata Steel using dynamic system, will I be holding a long position or short position? Right? So in dynamic system also, as per the positional trading method, if I am holding a long position, then for this trade, I will not hesitate. I will simply do the trade. No thinking, no guessing, blindly jump into the trade. Job over. But many times, here is an opportunity. The action information said buy call option. Now, both the lines are green, supporting me to buy a call option. But as per dynamic system, we are still holding a short position. It has still not given us a buy. So in such a case, even in this case, before you buy, go check the Tenkai signal and then decide whether to buy this or not. How will you check Tenkai signal? For Tata Steel, go check Coal India, see if there is anything blocking there for Coal India. If it is blocking, then don't do the trade. If there is nothing blocking, then do this trade. Clear now? Now this is the third stage. So in the third stage, what are we doing? Along with the second stage, we are also checking what's happening as per dynamic system. Based on that, we are deciding whether to check Tenkai signal or not to check. Okay? And if I have to check, then by checking, I will take a decision whether to do this trade or not do this trade. If you can come to this third stage, then what will happen? Literally almost all the minus trades will be completely avoided. So when the complete minus trades are avoided, then what will happen? The end result will increase, and it will increase dramatically. Increase to how much? You can earn somewhere between 30 to 40% minimum returns every month on your overall capital if you can trade based on this third stage. Got it? But then if you feel that okay, first stage is more easy and comfortable for me, go ahead, trade based on the first stage, make some money, then think about the second or third. Some of you may think, no, third is also very easy. I can follow this, then directly start trading as per the third stage and start making bigger profits. All right, a very interesting question. One Mr. Vijay Morgan has asked. Now, you know when to check Tenkai signal. One, if either of these two lines are against your trade, check Tenkai signal. Second, if dynamic system positional trade is also against your trade, then check Tenkai signal. Third most important thing, in dynamic system, if the price is trading in between trends, in dynamic system, if the price is trading in between trends like this, then when in dynamic live, whatever trade that you get, check Tenkai signal for every trade. So this is a third step. Okay, in between trends, always check Tenkai signal before you do the trade. Got it? So some of the times what happens is when you keep on checking Tenkai signal and many trades are avoided, but when many trades are avoided, there is no trade. When there is no trade, it is very difficult to sit quiet, isn't it? Without any trade. Some of you may be thinking, I have taken the special offer by paying 8,000, I am getting it only for 1 month, and in 1 month, entire 1 week, no trade. Now, what is the use? Right? So if that is the situation, then what you can do in such a situation, instead of the stock that you are trading, go trade some other stock. Now, which stock? How do I select the right stock, right entry? For that, first thing, keep a list of 10 favorite stock of yours, quality stocks. In those 10 stocks, always keep checking which is the stock where its price is in a clear trend. In this case, this is the stock which is in a clear downtrend as of now. There may be some other stock which is in a clear uptrend. Okay, only thing that we want is it has to be in a clear uptrend or downtrend. If you find out of 10 stocks, there are 3 stocks which is in a clear, let us say, downtrend. So I will take only those 3 stocks. Then I will come back to dynamic live. This dynamic live. So we saw Reliance is in a clear downtrend. Let us check dynamic live Reliance. And in Reliance, if it says buy put option now, if the signal comes buy put option now, I know that all the trends are clearly down. in dynamic system as well as in dynamic live, and it is telling me to buy put option now, then I can do this trade in this particular stock, and this is a trade which can fetch me good profits. Got it? So this is the way you can shift to some other stock when there is no trading opportunity. Understood, all of you? So these are the three different stages. This is how you can start trading and start making money. It is very easy. Now after this session, now once it is installed and once you get access to your dynamic members area, I will suggest you to go through these videos, right? These are all the reference videos. Okay, the dynamic system basic navigation. Some people don't know how to open it. After opening it, some people want to know what is there, where to find what details. Go through this video. It's very easily explained. Got it? And after this video, you can scroll down a bit. You can watch these two videos to understand dynamic system level 2 trading method. You can watch these videos. Next, after this, scroll down further. There is this options basics for beginners. If anyone don't know what is options, you can watch this video. Very easy to understand options. Next, scroll down further. Now in options trading, how to select the right strike price, money management. If you want to do trading in futures, what is the capital required, how to go about this, complete thing is mentioned in this video. You can watch it. And Daumantic method, we discussed the first stage. It is explained in these videos. Watch any one of it. And if you can scroll down, the last video, Daumantic method and the Tenkai signal. When to check Tenkai signal, how to check, when not to check Tenkai signals, everything you can watch in these videos. It is explained in detail. So watch it. Whenever you have a doubt, anytime you can go watch it, because this dynamic members area access is given to you for lifetime. Any new training materials will also be uploaded in the members area for you to follow it and start trading. So these are all the things that I would like to suggest you. And every day you are supposed to update the data. Now how to update the data, let me show you. Come back to dynamic live website. In this website there is this downloads link. Every day you have to do it in the evening after the market close, somewhere after 6:30 in the evening. You have to come here, update dynamic live as well as dynamic system. Okay, it is a matter of 2-3 minutes job. You have to do this every day. So download, click on download. So when I click on download, what happens? Let us see. So this page opens. Scroll it down. When you scroll it down, the first one here, it says dynamic live, NSE dynamic live 2.1 3.1 data. So click here. When you click here, what will happen? A file will get downloaded. And then now how to do that, let me show you. Let me click on this. I clicked on this. Reload. Let me reload. So once it is reloaded, this option is coming. So I'm supposed to click on this download. Let me click on download. Once I click on download, it will ask me where to save the file. So there is a file which is getting downloaded. Okay. So what I'll do here is I will download it on desktop so that it is easy to identify for me. So I will download it. I will save it. So when you save it, the file is getting downloaded here. So once the download is over, click on this. Go to show in folder. So it will take you to the place where it is where it has downloaded. So when it is downloaded, now right click on that file, cut it, and then you have to paste it in a folder. Now how to do this? Now when they are installing, they will save a folder called as data updation folder. In that, very clear instruction using images are explained. You just have to go through and complete the download process. Similarly, after you finish that, come back for dynamic system. Here is the one for dynamic system. Click here to download the dynamic system data. Once again, the same process. So every day you have to do this, update the data. It is a matter of 2-3 minutes job. Once you update it, next day when you open, everything will work fine. If you don't update the dynamic live data, then what will happen when you open next day, a error message will pop up. If you update it the wrong way, then also the error message will pop up. If there is no error message, then you have updated it correctly. This is what you can understand. Got it? So this is all about today's session. If you have any questions or doubts, you can ask me now. Mr. Vijay Murugan has asked a question. If there is no position as per dynamic system, then how do we check Tenkai signal? Right? So if there is no position, not a problem, then you don't have to check the Tenkai signal. But then when it is an in-between trend, you have to check Tenkai signal for every trading opportunity. Any other questions or doubts? Now, all those people who have joined late in the session, you don't have to worry. This session video is recorded. You will find it in YouTube channel. In our YouTube channel, you can go to YouTube, search for Dynamic Live. You'll get this session video. You can watch it from the beginning once again, or how many other times you want to check it. All right, looks like there are no more questions or doubts. So members, thank you all for joining. Wish you all a very happy trading. Wish you all a very good evening, and wish you all a very prosperous life. Thank you all of you. Mr. Vijay Murugan, DSPT training have been given multiple times. There are the training videos in the members area. I hope you have access to that. I would request you to repeatedly watch it multiple times to get more clarity. If you have any questions or doubts in that, then you can mail me. You have my email ID, right? And those people who want, if you have any doubts, you can always mail me at this mail ID to clarify your doubts. Or you can keep attending these kind of training sessions every day whenever it is organized, so that you can refresh it time and again. Got it? So this is the way you can connect with me. All right, thank you all of you. See you and a very good evening.